Welcome to your community. This is your hometown. This is Walton Entertainment. This is where you can hear from the community and those making a difference. We explore topics, local festivals, arts and entertainment, and local news. For this program and much more, visit us online at yourlocalstream.com. That's yourlocalstream.com.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would like to thank our sponsors today, and at this time we will ask them each to come up and give us their 2-minute commercials in this order. First, Georgia Connector Magazine and Kenny Smiley, followed by Jenny's Custom Embroidery, Jenny Givens, PSP Group, which will be Eli Luciana and Kenny Smiley, and State Farm Insurance and Patty Southern.
Two minutes. All right, T-minus 2. Whoa. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Kenny Smiley. I am the owner and publisher of Georgia Connector Magazine. And it's my pleasure to be here today. I appreciate the Chamber allowing us to sponsor. We've been doing this a while together, and also appreciate all my co-sponsors, Jenny's Custom Embroidery and PSP, and Patty Southern State Farm. So anyway, for those of you who do not know what Georgia Connector is, we're a regional printed and online publication focusing on everything that's great about our area of Georgia. We serve 12 counties here in the area, mainly Walton and the immediately surrounding areas. We are celebrating, we're in our 10th year, celebrating our 10-year anniversary this year and approaching our 11-year in business right here in Walton County, located in downtown Monroe. On your table, you got the new current summer issue that just came out. Hope you'll take that with you if you hadn't already picked one up. It's also online as well. And there's also a couple of, let me refer back to this. The summer issue, our 9th annual photo contest. So send us some of your summer photos. We want them. They'll be featured in the fall issue. Also, you got a couple of issues of the spring issue on your table. If you missed it, there's a great community county profile on Walton County. There's a Q&A session with the best chamber president in the state of Georgia, and Terry Smiley. So y'all, if you didn't check that out, y'all make sure y'all look at that. And also, there's a couple of copies laying around of the 10-year anniversary issue that kind of recaps our past 10 years, so that was really fun doing that. So once again, I just appreciate all of y'all. Walton County's my home, and I just appreciate all the support we've gotten over the years and look forward to continue it, and thank y'all very much.
Hello everyone, I'm Jenny Givens and excited to be with my peeps. I think we have sponsored for quite a few years and I missed last year, so excited that we're sponsoring together again. For those who do not know me, I'm the owner of Jenny's Custom Embroidery, and we provide solutions for your marketing needs through the use of custom apparel and promotional products. And what sets us apart is our product knowledge and customer service. And our approach to marketing with you is to get to know you, your team, who you're targeting, so we can provide a really good solution for you. I want to introduce 2 of my team members. I'm going to make them stand up, and they're glaring at me. But Sandra, most of you probably know Sandra. She's an ambassador with the Chamber and our sales rep and inside sales rep. She's constantly answering the phone for us, and she's wonderful. And then Melissa Jones is here, who runs our production, and she is absolutely amazing. If you do not know them, please take a moment to say hello today. And then also, because it's what we do, you have some awesome summer swag. Let me explain what it is, because some of you have asked. But you have a cooling towel on the back of your chair, and then some of my favorite water bottles. So please enjoy those this summer, and remember to keep your cool and let GCE build your brand. Happy branding.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming today. We're excited to be here as the luncheon sponsor, and I appreciate the Chamber giving us the opportunity to do this. Patty, Jenny, Kenny, and I have been sponsoring the Chamber lunch together since 2015, and we're just always something we look forward to each year. Last year we didn't get a chance to do that because 2020 was kind of a bust, so we're all a little rusty at speaking up here. We haven't had conferences or anything like that, but I'm Eli Luciana. Kenny and I are the owners of PSP Group here in downtown Monroe, and we do custom publishing for chambers of commerce throughout the Southeast. We are also the publisher for the Walton Chamber and their upcoming Community Guide magazine. Just a quick plug for our chamber, and I say this not as a board member or because that's Kenny's wife, but we have one of the best chambers in the Southeast. We work with chambers all over. And I just wanted to say thank you to Terry, Carrie, and Connie for all their hard work and all the volunteers that make everything that they do so successful. We did just launch ad reservations for the next issue of the Walton Chambers magazine. We're just really thankful for the response that we've already received in the first couple weeks, and we look forward to talking to the rest of you further about the publication. This comes out annually. It's both printed and online. It's passed out by the Chamber. It's mailed to every Chamber member throughout the entire community. It's digital, it's on their website, and it's definitely something you should consider being a part of. Now I'm going to pass it over to our other awesome and last sponsor, Patty.
Thank you, 1025 Church, for hosting our luncheon, and I'm excited to be one of our luncheon sponsors. And I am in great company with Jenny, Eli, and Kenny. This month, our State Farm agency celebrates 28 years in Walton County, and State Farm Insurance in America is celebrating our 99th anniversary. One of the things that I'm most proud of is to have been a Chamber member from the very beginning. I currently serve on the Chamber Board of Directors and also serve as a Chamber Past Chair. And my main focus in my State Farm agency is to meet my clients. I strive to build personal relationships and to help our clients determine their needs for life insurance, annuities, mortgages, and retirement planning. In addition to our wonderful customers, the very best thing about our agency is our fabulous team. My team, please stand. Our agency goals are to act like family to our clients and to give back to our community. Susan Blair is my office manager. Jane Scott and Kimberly Cosby help our customers with all your personal and business insurance needs. Joy Chick is our marketing and service assistant, but she couldn't be with us today. The last 1.5 years have been very challenging for all of us. I think you will all agree that we've had to learn to do business in a new and different way. I surely do miss wearing my yoga pants every day. Unfortunately, we've had many of our customers and friends pass away due to COVID, and our thoughts and prayers go out to their families. What surprised us during this time is that we've had so many of our customers reach out to us to review their family's life insurance needs. We're so grateful that they trusted us and that we've been able to protect them and their families from the unexpected. We all need life insurance, so if you don't talk with us, please talk to someone. If you'd like to have a personalized review of your insurance or your retirement needs, on the table there's a no obligation form, and that you can just put it in the little red bag, and we'll be in touch with you. I want to thank Walton County and State Farm for 28 great years. I hope you all enjoy our luncheon, and we're looking forward to the YMCA update.
Thank you guys for your sponsorship of today's luncheon, and especially thank you for your involvement in the Chamber over all these many years. We are excited to have an update from the Walton YMCA today, and at this time I'd like to turn the program over to Jeff Newfield, their campaign director.
I've heard the word excited 15 times so far today, so we're glad to be here and thank you for inviting us. We're going to share with you a 5-minute video for those of you that have not seen it. Many of you have. We're all over the county. We are in the midst of raising $15 million for the new Walton YMCA that will be hopefully breaking ground in the first quarter of next year. And so we're going to show you a 5-minute video, and then we're going to have a couple of folks from our team, our leadership team, to come up and share a little bit more specific about the Walton YMCA. I do have brochures that I love to give to whoever has it. Also, just so you all know, every single one of you are on my list to come and visit. So we're we're going to be very proud to open up the Y here, and this is a project that will change Walton County in so many different ways. So 5-minute video right now. Thanks.
The name of the campaign is Building a Healthy Walton, and the tagline is, "Our purpose is deeper than a pool."
So we named our campaign because we do not have a pool here locally in Walton County, and there is a need for that. However, it is bigger than that. It is about building and developing programs to build a healthier Walton.
This is the most important project we've taken on as a community in Walton County in probably 20 years, likely since the Boys and Girls Club was built in the early 2000s.
The initiative originally began in 07-08. The Rowell family had donated some land, about 17 acres at that time, for the YMCA, and a group of interested community leaders got together. Some surveys were conducted to determine if in fact the Walton County community would support this. It was overwhelming that they would. In fact, no one said that they wouldn't. So now the Rowell family came on board and provided a good bit more land, to the point of having 38 acres now for the footprint of the YMCA.
We've decided to give the land to the YMCA because I actually grew up in the YMCA over the years and feel that the impact that the Y brings to this community will be beneficial to its citizens, as well as the health and wellness of our citizenry.
Our children learned to swim at the YMCA, and we want the children of this community to have that same opportunity.
Social Circle City Schools are so excited that the YMCA is coming to our area. This is going to benefit our athletic program for swimming is concerned, and our families will be excited to partake in the many activities that they have there. And this is just a great opportunity for the entire Walton County community.
As we looked at the opportunity to partner with the YMCA, we realized that synergies and the missions of both of these organizations were synonymous. Personally, I feel like the YMCA offers something for everyone. I think the children, seniors, families, and I think it provides opportunities not only for the recreational side of it. The main focus from the healthcare and the Healthcare Foundation is that of providing a great opportunity to improve one's health. And I think there are also opportunities to grow people emotionally and spiritually. It's a very holistic place for the family to be.
So Lee and I both raised 2 children here in Walton County, and while it was an amazing experience and a wonderful place to raise families, we want to be a part of making this a better community and a better place for our kids to raise their families and for our grandchildren.
The economic impact of the new YMCA on Walton County is the fact that it lifts all boats. Everybody in the community will be made the better because of the YMCA.
This YMCA is going to help businesses prosper by adding to the already great quality of life we have in Walton County. This is just going to be a complement to already what we experience in living and working in Walton County.
Our campaign goal is $15 million, and we are asking for it from family, friends, businesses, and foundations.
Our school district is excited about the possibility of partnering with the YMCA and becoming an investor, so to speak, in this new YMCA, because our swim teams need a facility inside Walton County. That's the biggest take for us. We're looking forward to possibly working out a long-term partnership with this new YMCA organization so that our swim teams well into the future can have a place to practice and compete on a daily basis.
I think the new YMCA will be a tremendous asset to Walton County. Families will enjoy going there together, having a safe place to recreate, for kids to learn to swim, We don't have that place now in Walton County. It's going to be a beautiful facility with a lot of amenities and a lot of programs that will complement what we already have in Walton County.
The YMCA will be located directly behind me across from Monroe Area High School.
The location is very convenient. It's in the crossroads of the county at 78, Highway 11, and 138. Easy for Loganville, Social Circle, and Monroe residents to get to.
The Walton County Y will work on these 5 strategies for a healthier lifestyle: a safe venue and community gathering place, health and wellness, exercise and fitness, education, and recreation and sports.
By acting now, you can change the trajectory of Walton County by making the Y a sustainable part for our future generations.
Our purpose.
Our purpose.
Our purpose.
Our purpose.
Our purpose here
is deeper than a pool.
Thank you, excuse me. Thank you so much. Y'all have already seen enough of me on this video, so I won't spend a lot of time, but I want to thank 1025 Church and for having us here. They even got all the construction materials already ready for the Y to start. We're so excited about that. And just kind of to lead into that, we are well on our way to this ambitious campaign of $15 million. We're right now, we're at the $7 million mark that we have pledges and collections for. And I can't tell you, that gets us almost to the point where we're ready to say we're going to break ground and get started. But we know by December or the first quarter of 2022 that we will break ground. And so all this is very exciting to see this ahead of us out here. So JoJo, y'all did a great job with that. So just to tell you a little bit about why I got involved and how excited I am about this and why you as a chamber member and the Walton County Chamber are going to benefit from this. I grew up in Loganville, have worked here in Monroe for the past 20 years. I took a little bit of a stint off and went to Athens for a while, but this is home to me. It always has been home to me. And this is just the next thing that adds, just as I mentioned in the video, just the tremendous quality of life that we have here in Walton County. And besides that, you know, the Chamber has worked for years, and Terry has done a phenomenal job of bringing this county together. She's worked tirelessly trying to pull people from Loganville and Social Circle and Monroe together under a common theme to improve economic development, to improve the places where we live and work. So this YMCA is just that next piece that is going to keep this place more and more attractive. There are so many exciting things going on here, and this is just the next step. And I can't tell you how excited I am and hope that you all will decide to take part in that. The other thing that I always tell people is that I've got 2 kids that went off to school, and it would be my greatest desire to have them come back and live here. And, you know, we can tell them about what we've got to offer for their kids and how they grew up here, and it's just gotten better and better as the years have gone on. So, like I said, we're excited. We're going to have a public kickoff on June 24th. And we're going to be talking to some of our donors. But we've been working on this. We actually started in here, Jeff. I think if we think back, I think we back in October of last year, we met right here at 1025 Church, and we had $0 raised. And today we're at over $7 million, and very excited about that. I better not say too much about the campaign, Terry, because I know that you're working on a capital campaign too, and don't forget about the chamber too. We've got to get that, got to help get this building that the new building they're in paid for, and that's exciting too. So all this construction stuff is very, very timely for that. So the next thing I want to tell you about is the other most exciting part is Angie Putman. She is here. She is the CEO of the YMCA of Georgia Piedmont, which includes a YMCA in Hartwell, a YMCA over in Winder, and she'll be the CEO over here in Walton County, and she'll be eventually hiring a branch director, but she is phenomenal. And you will not believe what goes on in a YMCA until you visit it. I had not been to the Winder YMCA ever. I've lived here all my life and had been 20 minutes away, and I walked in that place and I was just absolutely amazed. It is unbelievable what was going on there, even during the coronavirus. It was amazing the number of people that were coming in there, young to old, from 8 to 80, doing something to get healthier, to get more fit, to learn about how they can live a better lifestyle, and all the programs there is just phenomenal. And then the most striking thing to me was that she told me they had close to 7,000 members. Well, y'all know, I'm a little bit jealous. When I think about Barrow County, I'm like, Barrow County's got somewhere that's got 7,000 people as a member. We're almost 100,000 people here in Walton County, and we do not have a pool here. We do not have a pool. And so this YMCA is going to be a 55,000 square foot facility. Just take a minute to think about how large that is. Ned, you don't build too many 55,000 square foot facilities. It's going to have a 10-lane competition swimming pool. It's going to have a therapy pool with it. And those are the two critical pieces that this YMCA is sort of built all around. And when you saw Ben Garrett up here on the screen, when you see him again, thank the Walton County Healthcare Foundation. They stepped up and donated $2 million to help fund that pool, and that is given, and it's going to start, and that's what gave us the momentum. And also the Rowell family. That 37 acres in the center of Walton County, as I mentioned earlier, it's easy to get to from anywhere from Loganville to Social Circle to Monroe. One more piece that brings Walton County together. So I've said enough. I'm going to turn it over to Angie and let her give you the details about the YMCA and what it has to offer and all the programs. I think you're going to find it's phenomenal. Thank you.
Thank you, Lee, and thank y'all for having us here today. It's our pleasure to be here and our pleasure to be building and expanding our third location here in Walton County. I've been at the Y about 25 years. I started out showing people how to use the equipment, and then I changed my major to health, fitness, and wellness, and I started teaching classes, and I was the fitness director. Then I was hired to do membership and teach CPR, first aid, do corporate CPR. I did flag football. We did all kind of things. So at the Y, we do a little bit of everything. And then I went to Greenwood, South Carolina. I worked there a few years. And then I went to Spartanburg, South Carolina. I worked there 9 years as branch exec. At that Y, we had a 20-lane pool. And we also had a warm water therapy pool. We had 300 kids on our swim team, and they were getting scholarships all over the country. And they have 3 kids right now that are at Olympic trials. So that was my last Y, and I really can envision that here in Walton County, having our swim team here grow to about 200 or 300 kids, and they're getting scholarships all over the place and just thriving and growing here and learning those life-saving skills. But a little bit, I've been here for about 8 years in Barrow County, and it's been a great experience. That's a great Y, the Brad Akins YMCA. If y'all haven't been, I would love to give you a tour and show you what all's going on. Especially during the summer, it is jam-packed. Yesterday or Tuesday, I was walking around. I said, this place is packed. I went to the outdoor pool. This is at 9 a.m. We had kids in swimming lessons. We had kids from summer day camp in there. We had swim team kids. Then right after that, aqua therapy started out there. And then aqua exercise right after that with about 30 ladies in aqua exercise and men too. So I started taking a few pictures. I'm like, this is incredible. And I went to the indoor pool. We were doing swim lessons in the indoor pool. There was physical therapy going on in the indoor pool. And we had other people swimming as well. Members were swimming, laps. Then I went to our gym, and there's a boot camp class going on with about 25 ladies. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. That was like the most packed I've seen that they had to move it to our gym. And then I went to the aerobic room. There was a class going on there with about 20 people in there. We had spin class going on in another room. And then we had 158 kids in summer day camp. We have 60 kids on a waiting list to try to get into summer day camp. We normally have about 200, but with staffing issues and all, we're trying to hire more staff now. So we expect in the next couple of weeks to have 200 kids in our summer day camp program. And one thing we started a couple years ago is free swim lessons to all of our summer day camp kids. So they get to go, and we're teaching them swim lessons. We had a little girl last week. She would not get in the water. She was about 5 years old, and now we got her in a swim lesson, and she's getting in the water, and she came up to me today and said, I got in the pool, I'm swimming. I said, good for you, and I gave her a little clap, and other little kids said, I'm swimming. So it's so cute to see all these kids learn to swim at the Y. We do on a typical year about 800 kids a year we teach to swim. We also teach about 40 adults to swim, because there's a lot of adults who don't know how to swim in our community and in your community. So we look forward to teaching those people how to swim as well. I want to go back up and say our mission. Our mission is to put Christian principles into practice through programs that build a healthy spirit, mind, and body for all. We are a Christian organization, but we want everybody to come of any faith, any religion, or no religion. We want everybody at the YMCA. And we do that. We provide financial assistance. So if you cannot afford to pay the full rate, it's based on income. So that's what makes the Y different than other organizations or other health clubs. We provide assistance to those who need it. So we provide about $100,000 a year in financial assistance, and about 200 people are on financial assistance at the Brad Akins YMCA. And a lot of our kids, we have foster kids, we have kids on financial assistance, we have senior citizens on financial assistance, we have seniors on silver sneakers, we have a couple 1,500 silver sneaker members. So we have a lot of seniors, a lot of adults, a lot of kids, a lot of families. And our 4 character values are caring, honesty, respect, and responsibility, and we try to teach those values to our kids. In the National Y, we focus on youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. So those are kind of our areas of focus. But anyway, so the day before yesterday, when I was walking around too, I said the aerobic room was packed. Everywhere outside, I walked outside, and there's kids everywhere, kids on the soccer field, people playing tennis. We have tennis courts. And it just amazed me how many people were there. We even have a senior group that goes in there and plays bridge. So we have bridge going on as well. And we do things like diabetes prevention, smoking cessation, and different programs for healthy living to teach people good health values. So there's a lot that goes on at the Y that a lot of people don't realize. We have a food bank in Winder, but we also have a food bank at the Y because we found out there's a lot of people who still don't have enough food. So we have about 50 families that come to the Y, and we feed them each month. We also started feeding our summer day camp kids a meal every day because a lot of them their parents were packing just stuff that wasn't really healthy. So we started feeding them a meal every day. And our after-school kids, we feed them a meal as well before they go home in the afternoon. We have about 130 after-school kids, so we feed them a meal as well. So a lot of people don't realize, it's not just a place to work out, it's a place for your kids to go and thrive and do better and learn those life-saving skills. We will employ about 100 people at this new Y. So a lot of that's part-time jobs, and we'll hire, a lot of it's lifeguards, it's nursery workers, it's after-school workers, it's front desk workers, and then we'll have about 5 full-time positions. So it will be a big economic impact for your area. We'll have a lot of people that we can provide jobs for and part-time jobs for. And it teaches those good skills too, like lifeguards. We teach them life-saving skills, CPR for the professional rescuer. And the other day, this year, not everybody's been able to work out. So we had a lady the other day, two or 3 months ago, she had a heart attack at the Y. So she wasn't doing anything. She was just sitting there watching her grandkids swim. They were in swim lessons. So the lifeguards jumped on board, and they hooked her up to the defibrillator, saved her life. And we taught them those skills. And so they will have those skills for the rest of their life. So they saved that lady's life, and the doctor said if she had not been at the Y, she wouldn't have made it. So we do so much for the community. We need all of you to participate. It's all about the community jumping in and helping out. So we need everybody to tell the story about the Y, what we do, help out. And no amount of money is too small. If you can only donate $100, donate $100, because every little bit counts, and we have to raise the majority of the money to build the Y. So we hope y'all will all participate, tell our story and how we help people. And it helps people even for therapy to walk again. People that have been in wheelchairs have come back to the Y and started walking again. So anyway, tell the Y story. We hope you all participate. We hope you all come out and join the Y. And if there's any questions, please let us know. And if I left out anything, Meredith will say something. But does anybody have any questions about the Y? Or how the Y works? Like when we open up? Oh, when we open up. I'm not really sure. I don't know if it's going to take a year to build it. I would think it would probably take about a year to build it. So, and it's potential it could start next year, the construction. So, any other questions? FCD, Jeff, he's got some brochures, some pamphlets, so we'll give that to whoever that was or whoever wants to donate. And Jeff, they are helping with that. So yeah, we'll be glad to help you with that. Any other questions? Well, thank y'all for having us, and hope to see y'all at the YMCA in another year and a half or so, maybe 2 years. And we will definitely get y'all started the right way, what you need to do working out wise. So thank y'all.
Thank you, Lee, Angie, and Jeff for the updates. I know we're all excited about having the YMCA here in Walton County, and that's 38 on your count of excitement over there, Jeff. All right, now I will present our June Member of the Month. This month, we are recognizing one of our member nonprofit organizations. This organization has several members who are involved in various organizations and companies throughout our community. They also sponsor a club at Loganville High School. The last half of 2020, this organization has persevered through COVID and continued to do service projects. In July, they helped an elderly community member move an 800-pound shed that the HOA was requiring to be moved to the backyard. In August, the organization partnered with Student Success Alliance to serve at Walmart for the Fill the Bus, helping encourage customers to take a school supply list into the store and bring supplies back to donate to students in need. In September, they cleaned up Destination Park in Loganville. In October, they participated in the Loganville Autumn Fest and also held a golf tournament fundraiser with the proceeds benefiting local causes in the community. Last December, they partnered with the Salvation Army by ringing the bell at Kroger and also gave first graders 2 books along with an activity book and a backpack at Loganville Public Elementary Schools. Most recently in May, this organization hosted the annual Wing Fling event. If you haven't figured it out yet, this month, our Member of the Month goes to the Loganville Rotary Club. If we have a member, which I know Renee's out there, if we have any other members, if you would please come forward to accept the certificate.
Creative artists can offer you a wide range of video production. Call the experts and discuss your project today, whether it's your special event or your company. Creative Artist, 770-267-7368. Creative Artist produces this program you're watching. Call Creative Artist today, 770-267-7368. Creative Artist, they'll put you in the spotlight.
Today we're going to be doing a demo on beets. I know that beets have a tendency to be kind of polarizing, and some people really love them, like my dad, and some people, and there's another, and some people really hate them.
I like beets.
And then there's some that go, I like beets, right? So today we're going to be doing a demo on these beets today. We're going to be doing a grilled beet with a minted goat cheese, okay? So these are all sweet beets. We have a couple different varieties. We have our gold, our red, and we have some Chicogas, which are those candy striper beets as well. Beets can be really grown around the world. In Europe in particular, they have something called a sugar beet, which is more white in color. And that is something that is actually used to make sugar for like baking and things of this nature. So the majority of the sugar that is used in the European country, European Union, actually comes from sugar beets. But today, of course, we're going to be using these cooking beets or sweet beets. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut off the stem end, okay? And of course, we can use these greens and braise them, but that's not my purpose today, so I'm just going to set them to the side, okay? And then I'm going to take I like Y peelers myself. They call it a Y peeler because they kind of look like a Y. I don't really like the ones you do this way with, but I like Y peelers, so this is the one I'm going to use. And I'm going to peel this beet, starting with the root end, or starting with the blossom end. I'm sorry, the root end is correct, because it doesn't have a blossom.
I wasn't going to correct you.
That's okay. I corrected myself. It's fine.
It is a root vegetable. Yes.
So I'm going to peel that back. Okay. And then I'm just going to take my put my tools to the side. I've already got plenty of beets right here. I'm gonna get rid of my little scraps. Now all this, of course, you could compost. You don't have to discard it. You could absolutely compost it and that would be fine, okay? And then I'm gonna take a mandolin. People are really afraid of these things because, well, they are super sharp and you can cut yourself really easily with them. But we're gonna try to prevent that from happening today, okay? And I'm gonna show you how to do that the most effective way, okay? What we're gonna do is when you use a mandolin, it does come with a guard, obviously. And of course you can use them if you want to. But to be honest with you, in most restaurant settings, we just get the guard and throw it in the trash. We don't really use it. And that's because if you use a mandolin a proper way, you are, I'm not gonna say you're insured that you won't cut yourself, but you are less likely to cut yourself. So, this is a new mandolin, so I gotta figure out how to use it first. Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, I figured it out now. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. So when we start slicing, we're gonna hold it by the end and kind of go down. And that's a pretty good thickness. And I never put my fingertips out with a mandolin. I always keep it like this. And then when I get to the end, right? When I get to the end, I take and I open my palm up. So when I go to slice, I have my hand completely open and it prevents me from cutting myself. So you can see I went all the way to the end and I didn't cut myself, okay? Now y'all don't jinx me, okay? I know some of y'all are over there going, well, we're gonna jinx him. But as we get to the end, again, we just open our palm up. Now it will cut a glove, as you can see, right? But that's okay.
These are raw, correct?
These are raw, yes. I just peeled them. And these beets came from one of two locations. The Field Garden, which is actually down the road, next to the county jail. And if you haven't been there, you need to visit waltonwellness.com.
Yep.
Thank you.
Or
You need to
follow
visit.
Walton Wellness on Facebook or Instagram.
There you go.
And you can find out what we're doing and events and stuff. There's also some brochures about the Field Garden and stuff over here. We have an educational center there and everything.
So I got some beets cut. Okay. I'm gonna set those to the side for a second because I'm gonna come back to those, all right? And then I'm gonna go ahead and make my minted goat cheese. So I'm gonna take some goat cheese, and if you want this recipe, you can find it. She's gonna post it on Instagram for you guys in case you want it. Okay, so this is just fresh goat cheese, also known as chev or chevre. So I'm just gonna open up some goat cheese. Okay. And then I'm going to put some lemon, some thyme, and some mint in here. We'll start with that amount. I cannot say that the lemons were grown in Georgia. However, I think the herbs
Thyme
were.
and the mint
Okay.
and the beets all come from our local garden.
There you go.
The lemons and the goat cheese did not.
You don't have your own goats, Dee Dee?
No.
Okay, you need to work on that.
We do have chickens, but we don't have goats.
One thing that people do when they work with thyme is they have a tendency to try to pick it from the top, like this, or they try to pick the little leaves like that. But you can actually take it and hold it and pull it down, and they'll come right off, okay? Another thing that you can keep in mind when you're working with fresh mint is if the stem is tender enough for you to like break really easily, it's edible, okay? If it is harder, then just discard of it or don't use it. Okay? All right, so I got my thyme. And I got some mint, and you can do the same thing with mint. You can just pull it from the top and pinch off the top, and every bit of that is edible. You can also use the stems, believe it or not. You can use these for like skewers and put like lamb and things like that on there and grill it, and it gives that flavor to that meat that you're cooking. Because they're pretty woody or pretty firm. You can do the same thing with rosemary. Probably most people know that. But any woody herb or hard herb stem, you can use for different applications instead of just putting it in compost or whatever. Okay. All right. So I'm going to chop up my mint. And this is spearmint, which is the most popular version of, let's see, an ugly one. Probably the most well-known version of fresh mint. You can also get peppermint, but it has a completely different flavor, of course. Okay. We're also going to chop up our thyme. And you can put as little or as much as you want. It's really kind of your own taste. Okay. Uh-oh. Then we're going to put our mint and our thyme and our goat cheese. I'm going to grab another lemon. And I'm going to take this lemon, I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to squeeze the juice in there. Try not to get any seeds in there. If you do, you can just pick them out. Okay. Really what works the best for preventing the seeds is a little piece of cheesecloth. And just wrapping it with cheesecloth, and then you never have to worry about getting seeds in there. But of course, because you guys are watching me, thank you so much. I got 3 seeds in there. Nope, 4. Nope, 5. Nope, 6. My goodness, where did this lemon come from? Okay. You can also do it this way. You can kind of hold it above and put your hand below. And your other hand can kind of catch the seeds as you squeeze. You can also take a fork as well. Okay. And use a fork to kind of twist the membrane inside to get all the juice out. Now I'm going to take, I'm going to add some pepper to this. It doesn't really need salt because, you know, cheese is salty. Okay. Then I'm going to mix this up. Of course, you can do this in a mixer if you were doing a big batch. But if you're just doing a small amount, just do it with a spoon. Just kind of mash it together. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pastry bag. Of course, you don't have to do this. You can just use a spoon. Nothing wrong with using a spoon. But I'm going to take the pastry bag. And I have a little pastry tip here. It's a little star tip. And for those of you who've always wondered, how do you know where to cut the bags? Has anybody ever wondered that? Like where to cut the bags? If you take the tip and you put it over the top of the bag, wherever it stops, that's where I cut. And the cool thing is, when you go to put the pastry tip in the bag, it fits perfect every time. Okay? And then you can, if you want to, you can, if it's a really liquidy or thin, you can kind of tuck the bag inside the tip like that. And then we're just going to transfer this to our bag. Okay? For those of you who are going, well, Chef, you're wasting stuff. No, I'm not. That's my tastings later. That's for me. So there's my goat cheese. Okay. I'm going to set this to the side. And the other thing that you could put in there if you wanted to, before you juice the lemon, you could also put the zest in there too, right? So, and you could just use a little microplane for that. You can also peel it, but it has a tendency to pull off too much and you get the white pith on the inside. But these work really well, okay? I will tell you that there are different brands, but Microplane is the one you want to buy. I don't get paid by them, I wish I did, but I would not buy any other one. I've had students use the other brands and like take knuckles off. This one you can like rub your hand on it all day and it's not gonna cut you. Okay, if I did that with an off brand, it'll definitely take some flesh off. Okay. All right. Now, we're going to take our beets. Okay. We're going to take our beets. And we are going to put them in a little bowl. Okay. Just to make it easier on us. All right. Then I'm going to drizzle it with some avocado oil. You could use any kind of oil you want. However, I would not use extra virgin. Extra virgin is a cold pressed oil, and extra virgin olive oil has a tendency to get very bitter when you cook with it. Contrary to what Rachel Ray says. I know that she thinks she's all that, and she is kind of cute, okay? But that doesn't mean she's always right. Especially when she walks around the kitchen with all that stuff into people, and it scares me sometimes. So a little salt, and then you can kind of toss it. And if that scares you, you can just use your hand, kind of move those around a little bit, okay? And I got my grill already on, okay? And I'm using a grill mat, okay? Just because the grates on these are a little wide. If I had a grill that had super fine grates, then I wouldn't need to. But I'm going to put these directly onto my grill mat. The clock strikes 10. I'm sorry?
The other grill mat.
No, this is good. Yeah, this is good. So I'm gonna grill these for just a couple minutes. I don't really want to cook them until they're like super, super soft. I just really want to mark them, like just to get some color on them, okay? I think my grill's set to about medium-ish, okay? And they don't have to be, you know, in one, you know, it doesn't have to be exact. You don't have to overthink this. You just kind of want to let your beets kind of do their thing.
You want them on a pan or on the dish when you take them off?
I'm going to put them on that pan. Now the downside of using the grill mat, by the way, is that you're not going to get as much of that juice dripping down and then causing it to give it more flavor, right? So there is a you know, upside, downside depending upon what you're doing. So they're going to go for like 2 minutes. Then I'm going to start flipping them. Again, I'm not trying to overcook them. And then once they get just kind of crisp tender, I'm going to pull them off, and I'm just going to put them onto a baking mat. Because this is something that you can serve hot, you could serve it cold, you could serve it room temperature. Really just depends on what application you want to use it for. Does anybody have any questions so far? Nobody?
Yeah, you're so good.
Yes, sir. I didn't hear you.
Are you going to eat crackers with it? 'Cause
You can.
I'm putting out a way.
You can eat crackers with it. Yes, you could. Absolutely.
Could you roast the beets and slice them?
Absolutely. Absolutely. If you didn't want to grill them, you could broil them. You know, there's all kinds of things you could do with it. You could, of course, even saute them if you wanted to.
Fry them?
Oh.
In an air fryer, they are
Yes.
delicious. In an air fryer.
Absolutely.
Beets are delicious in an air fryer. You just have to season.
Beets are delicious in a fryer.
Very good.
They're good in the air fryer, but they're good in the fryer too.
I've never had.
Do not be mistaken. Do not be mistaken.
Not good in a fryer. I've
All right.
never had fried beets, but air fried beets I've had.
Like beet chips. Like beet chips, yeah. They're good. All right, so now my beets are done. I'm just gonna take my goat cheese and I'm just gonna put a little goat cheese on the top. And if your goat cheese is a little warmer, a little more room temperature, it'll work better. Okay. But I'm basically just putting a little rosette on there. Or kind of a rosette. The goat cheese isn't, like I said, it's still a little too cold to be piping, but that's okay.
It should, by the next demo.
By the next demo, it'll be
it should
perfect.
Be totally like.
Be perfect.
Yes, like this.
That's actually why I pulled that goat cheese out, because that's my next one. So it could be room temperature.
What's this?
Y'all can grab with a skewer while I finish piping.
You can also put it on a cracker if you want to on a wafer or try it.
You could, absolutely.
Here's napkins.
You be the first.
Go right ahead.
Now don't be afraid. I'm not a big beet fan, but I do like them this
Do
way.
you want it on a cracker or do you want it just by itself? Okay.
Monroe Country Day School's mission is to inspire every student to have a passion for academic and personal excellence through creative learning, independent thinking, and selfless service to others. Students are exposed to the local community and provided opportunities for independent thinking.
What will you do with all the dirt?
Some of the dirt you see has been hauled over here because they're going to have to build the finished floor, the elevation of the building, so that it's got to have the right kind of soil that will compact and tighten up for the footings of the building.
Monroe Country Day School values the whole child. Therefore, we believe in a holistic and integrated approach that involves the development of the student academically, personally, and socially. Monroe Country Day School believes that creative learning produces independent thinking and fosters a love of learning. Excellence is applied to all that we do. We strive to foster students that are pursuing strong academic and personal excellence. Project-based education is integrated into our curriculum.
When we go back in the classroom, we need the combined weight of you guys because we've got to figure our bridge, our mass bridge weight ratio, okay? You got to figure out how much weight it was that finally broke your bridge, okay?
We need a scale for that.
And then on Monday, we're going to redesign. We figured out where some of our flaws are. We're going to spend another week redesigning, all right?
Monroe Country Day School offers personalized education that begins with the personal knowledge of each student academically and each student's personal story. We believe that taking personal responsibilities for one's academic and personal choices produces strong, independent, capable, and confident citizens. Students are taught responsibility for self, peers, and community. Through service to one's peers and community, an equipped leader finds personal growth and fulfillment. We facilitate this leadership through providing experiences of service. Respect is the basis for good dialogue, independent thinking, and mutual enjoyment of life lived in community. Monroe Country Day School is designed for families who see the value of educating the whole child. Monroe Country Day School will reach its mission by maintaining small class sizes, offering project-based learning and a high-level curriculum, and by providing service opportunities in an aesthetically pleasing environment. Monroe Country Day School has positioned itself to produce a community of young people who are strong in mind and character and living as contributing members in their community. For more information, please contact Mandy Wellington, Admissions Director, at 770-267-8955.